Good evening. My name is Chris Razima, and I am your Young Living Wellness Guide for this evening's class, Essential Oils 101. It has been probably a year, at least, since I have taught this class, and I hope that you get a lot out of it and enjoy the information. This is the class that lets you know what the heck to do with all these oils that you would get in the premium starter kit. Young Living tries to make it as simple as possible when you're starting out and has these fabulous premium starter bundles that have a range of the most popular oils in them, because those are the ones that will help you deal with some simple issues that will get you knowing the strength and the power and the joy of using essential oils in your life. And we live in a world where things like cancer and autoimmune disorders and infertility and other health challenges really seem to be on the rise. The impact of stress on our lives has been phenomenal the last few years. So there really is no time like the present to look at what kind of harmful chemicals are in our day-to-day life and get them out of our houses and out of our bodies so that we can be as healthy as possible. Now is really the time that we need to be giving our bodies what they deserve, and what they deserve is clean products that support it and help it to function properly rather than making it harder. So let's get going and talk about how we can do that. Because hopefully tonight you are really ready to explore the beneficial impact of essential oils in your life, because I am super excited to share it with you. You might know my story, but in 2020, I had my first of two stress-induced heart attacks. I wasn't looking after myself. I wasn't listening to my body. I had stopped really eating well or exercising well because my job had become all-consuming and all-encompassing. It was in the middle of the pandemic, and I had a heart attack. And I took time off work, and I worked really, really hard to try to understand what had happened. And a year late, and 16 months after my first one, I had a much worse second heart attack. So obviously, while I was doing some work, the impact of my lifestyle was so great that my body couldn't heal itself in a year. So I had a second heart attack. And I, through all of this, really got serious about what food I was putting in my body, what chemicals I was washing my hair with, my dishes with, my clothes with. I was really serious about how my brain just never shut off and I wouldn't sleep. So these oils, this kit, is what helped me get through those two very, very difficult years and set me on the path for understanding how to live a more wellness-focused lifestyle going forward. Because really, I mean, we have a sick care society. We look after people when they become ill. We don't really prepare people well for living a healthy life and doing health care. There's at least 1,400 registered hospitals in Canada, and they're filled to the max with terribly sick people. So we want to try to help our bodies not end up there, okay? Because what we're doing is we're reacting to issues rather than being proactive. And so the whole idea of essential oils and a young living wellness lifestyle is being proactive with our health so that we are prepared and can support our bodies, our minds, our emotions to be at their best possible place. So are you ready to put your health first so you can have more days with your loved ones, with your babies, with your grandbabies, doing the things that you love? That's what this class is focused on. And so the question is for you to think about, what things do you do now on a regular basis that is preventative healthcare, that is truly healthcare? Okay. How much do you do? What do you do on a regular basis? And be honest with yourself. I was not honest with myself. I had convinced myself that how I was living was enough. And, I know better than anybody after the last, 2.5 years that making healthy lifestyle choices isn't always easy. I mean, do you struggle to order salad over the burger? I know I do. Maybe you struggle to exercise regularly. Say you're too busy, you've got other things that you have to do. And maybe it's hard for you to get a solid good night's sleep. Maybe your house is filled with products that you bought at Superstore that are questionable in terms of what impact they have on your body and on the environment. And you don't even know where to start. You're just feeling overwhelmed. Well, I got to tell you, I was there too. When I first started this, I didn't know really where to start, which is why the starter bundle was so perfect for me. It was containable, it was understandable, and it was doable for me. Because making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can take small steps that add up to big ones. And over time, Young Living helps you to make a wellness lifestyle, starting with the products in your home, ditching the chemical-filled, hormone-disrupting cleaner for a safe plant-based cleaner like Thieves, treating your seasonal allergies with lemon, lavender, and peppermint instead of steroids and antihistamines, which I got to tell you, I'm trying for the first time this year, and it's working like a charm. No steroids, nasal spray, or eye drops, or antihistamines this year. Lavender, lemon, and peppermint multiple times a day. Maybe you decide to ditch the toxic shampoo that you have. Have you ever looked up the ingredients of your shampoo? If you look on our Facebook group, New Perspective Oilers, you'll see that my husband is, after years of using Head and Shoulders, having a reaction on his face to it. And so he's now detoxing his hair and moving to Young Living, to a more natural plant-based alternative to try to calm his skin and get rid of that. Maybe you then move on to replace your laundry soap, because you got your clothes are up against your skin for hours every day. What are they transferring in terms of chemicals through your skin into your body? I mean, the ingredients in Young Living products actually support a healthy body, and they are absolutely worth the investment. And you can do this over time, from home care products to personal care products to essential oil infused supplements to cleaning products to essential oils. All of this supports your health. So let's do a little bit of background, because not everybody understands, not everybody comes knowing what an essential oil actually is. They're liquids extracted from plants. Think of them as plant concentrates, okay? Essential oils help the plant to stay healthy, and they protect it from disease, they protect it from invaders like other pests, and they can help us do the same kind of thing. We can use them for aromatherapy, we can use them for home cleaning, we can use them for personal care and overall health and wellness. The thing is, what you have to understand is that not all oils from different companies are created equally. So how do you know what to choose and why? Okay, I mean, we've all seen the ads for super cheap essential oils on Facebook. They're in the supermarket, they're in the health food store, they're in a lot of places. You see a lot of the massive companies with room sprays touting the fact that they have essential oils in their room sprays now. But you can't be 100% certain how those essential oils were created. And that is where Young Living stands head and shoulders above any other company. Because for 28 years now, Young Living has had what they call the Seed to Seal commitment. And that is the commitment about how these essential oils will be created, how they'll be grown, picked, extracted, and bottled, so that you have the highest quality oils you can get, and you can trust the products. Young Living is the only company to offer a commitment like this, and they're the only company that has control over the entire process of the creation of an essential oil that they sell. And you can rest assured that you are getting a super quality product made with the highest quality essential oils if you buy a Young Living one, because some of the guidelines that they have in the seed to seal is plant material that is grown corporately or on corporately owned farms. Oh, we own our own farms, lots of them. And then other non-owned farms have to also subscribe and prove that they're living the seed to seal commitment. You can visit the corporately owned farms, and that ensures that Young Living has control over the entire process. They practice sustainable farming and sourcing practices so that they can provide the purest oil. There is huge effort to preserve and protect natural resources. At one of the farms in Utah, they have actually set aside massive amounts of land for game preserve so that the wild animals and habitat there are protected. The places where they do farming, they have hand weeded fields, and they have zero use of pesticides, so that when they create their essential oils, none of those pesticides that other people use, you can't get them out of the oil. So Young Living doesn't use pesticides. It's hand weeded. Okay. Some people ask me often, well, is it organic? They haven't gone for organic certification because organic certification in all the countries that Young Living is in is different in every single country. So the seed to seal commitment is actually beyond organic. Okay. They make sure that the oils retain all their natural constituent properties, the things that help you, the things that if you're using an oil for an issue, the constituent property is the thing that the chemical in that plant that helps you. And they do that by low pressure, low temperature distillation without the use of solvents or synthetic chemicals. Again, you can't get synthetic chemicals out of the oil after you process it. So if you use them in your distillation, just because you need to get more oil out of the plant material, you end up selling people oil that has solvent in it or synthetic chemicals because you can't remove it from the oil you do after distillation. So Young Living doesn't use those. They use food grade distillers and state-of-the-art distillation methods. Young Living has over 17 patents and more in the chain around this process. And then they take it a step further and they do rigorous batch testing, both internally and at third-party labs. So these products are so well studied before they leave the company. And if the oil doesn't meet the standards of the company, they don't use it. They don't resell it, and they don't use it in our own products. This was what makes me trust Young Living so strongly. There was a time a couple of years ago before I really got serious where Valor, one of the oil blends, was out of stock because they could not get one of the components of the oil blend. And they couldn't get it because the quality of that plant material wasn't high enough. And so they rejected it. And Valor stayed out of stock for 2 years while they waited for plant material that was of high enough quality. It's amazing. It truly is. There are products in our catalog that are registered with Health Canada as natural health products. And the best part, then, as those products in particular, we can promote as effective on certain conditions. So if you go to the Young Living website and look at the product lists, there will be a section on natural health products. Go and have a look at what is available for what condition. So what surprises you about this? I was surprised by the level and the depth of the commitment of this company. And that really is what sold me on Young Living as a company, even before I wanted to try the products. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about how you actually use oils. because there's a few ways that you can use them now, and this might be old news to you, but it's always good to read it. There's 3 ways that you can use essential oils. There's topically, there's aromatically, and then there's internally. So topically, you just apply the oil to your thyroid, or you put it on your arm. I've got a roller ball on this. This is Endoflex. You just apply it topically to your skin. And you see the topical oils have a dark color label. All of the labels for topical are solid color. Okay, easy peasy. You if your skin is sensitive, you might want to dilute oils with some carrier oil as you start getting used to using them, or you might be like me and you can just use them directly, right? Then you can use oils aromatically in any number of beautiful cool mist diffusers that Young Living sells, or even ones that you get on Amazon. Just make sure they're cool and they don't heat the oil. You do not want it heated because that starts to break down the constituents that you want. Now, aromatically, you are breathing that oil into your body. You can I love using the other way you can use it aromatically is by dropping some into the shower. As you turn the shower on and it starts to get steaming, drop some oil like eucalyptus or RC onto the floor of your shower and let those fumes just kind of diffuse through the shower and breathe them in, help with chest congestion and achiness. But the aromatically is a great benefit. The other way you can do it aromatically is you can just take the oil, put it in the palm of your hand, rub your palms together, and make a scent tent over your nose. This is a great way if you're out and about and you just need, this is stress away, one of my favorites, and you just need a moment to collect yourself and breathe and lower your stress level, let your adrenal glands relax a little bit. And no matter how you do it, you still reap the benefits of these beautiful, calming or invigorating oils. And the third way that you can use essential oils is internally. And I want to caveat that by saying the only oils that I would take internally, like in juice or in my water, are Young Living because of that seed to seal commitment. I know there's nothing in that bottle other than essential oil. There's not anything else that's going to harm me. So I can put that in my water bottle or in food that I'm cooking or in my Ningxia Red or just on the tip of my tongue or in a capsule and take it internally. You can cook with them. You can bake with them. There are oils like oregano oil that you can use in your sauce. And I like oregano oil because it's a super bacteria killer. So if I've got a cold coming on or I'm feeling really awful in my throat, I will sometimes take some oregano oil, one little drop under my tongue or in a capsule, and it's like a nuclear bomb of cleaning out your throat. It's very strong, so you have to do it carefully. Might be better just to take some thieves or some lavender, lighter oils, or put it in a capsule, a gelatin or a vegan capsule, and swallow it. So just before we go any farther, I want to make sure that I talk about the difference between the dark label oils. I don't think I have any white ones here. And the white label oils in Young Living, because we have the ability to take some oils internally. There is the regular line of oils labeled with a with a full color label. These are labeled as external use only. There is a whole line of oils that have white labels, and those oils are labeled as food. So they're approved by Food Inspection Agency. This is approved otherwise. Okay. So you could get lemon oil with a bright yellow label, and you can get lemon oil with a white label. It's the same oil in each bottle, but the difference is in the labeling. So if you have a bright yellow label lemon, you can use that in your water because it has a companion that's labeled in the white. So you can look online to the Vitality, the plus line of oils, and those are oils that are labeled as food. Okay, it's actually quite easy, but just remember, dark color labeled as cosmetic or external use, white labeled as food. Same oil. All right. So let's get started talking about the oils that you get in the premium starter bundle. Whichever of the two premium starter bundles you get, one is the Desert Mist and one has the Dewdrop. But this is the main basic premium starter kit bundle, and these are the oils. First of all, lavender. Who doesn't need lavender in their life? I got to tell you, I use it every day on things, and particularly now, lavender, lemon, and peppermint are the three ones that you put together in a larger roller ball to combat seasonal allergies. I can't believe how fast it works on itchy eyes. I roll some across my forehead and I roll some on my neck, and my itchy eyes go away like almost immediately. It's remarkable. I can't believe it. But lavender really is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. If you have nothing else with you, lavender oil will probably help you with whatever's bothering you. So headaches, coughs, colds, muscle aches, can't sleep, feeling punky, stressed out, because lavender can help promote feelings of calm because it has balancing properties. It can fight nervous tension. It can help your skin. If you've got an outbreak or like a pimple or something, you put a little lavender oil on it, it can help reduce the appearance of blemishes, and it helps support aging skin. It also is amazing after you've been out in the sun. Maybe you got a little too much sun on you, spritz a little lavender oil on, it takes the heat right out. It helps support your digestive system. It reduces cough and cold symptoms. It's wonderful with headaches, and it's great with muscle and joint pain. And it also comes in a plus version. So you can make a fabulous lavender lovely martini. I love lavender lemonade. Make some lemonade, 1 drop of lavender in it. It's a beautiful summery drink, very gorgeous. So that is lavender. Super flexible, really the grandmother of all essential oils, and one that you can't live without. If you're traveling and you can only take a couple things, lavender is one of them. Frankincense would be my other one. It is super wonderful for your skin. It is so good for your skin. Put a drop or two into your nighttime face cream. If you've got a sore or a wound or a scar, rub frankincense on it to help reduce inflammation there and the look of uneven skin tone. It's just extremely uplifting and beautiful for your mood. It can make you feel safe and comfortable and comforting because it has this spiritual quality to it. It is perfect for meditation. And frankincense just helps me relax. I absolutely love frankincense. Then there's a blend called Panaway, and this is an amazing oil. This oil has wintergreen in it, and it is, and some helichrysum and clove and peppermint. It is your post-workout. I got sore muscles, I got gardener's butt. This is your oil. This is the one that you want. It's a beautiful, fresh, and lively aroma because of the wintergreen, and it has naturally occurring methylsalicylate, which is in a lot of muscle creams that you get. But this is the real stuff. This is not chemically reproduced. This is not adulterated. This is the real deal. It cools your skin after physical activity. Having a hot flash, rub some of this on the back of your neck. Cools you off completely because of that whole methylsalicylate. And it is the natural source, not like sports creams, which is a synthetic source 90%, 95% of the time. It's not from wintergreen. It's from it's reproduced chemically, synthetically. Okay, then there's RC, which means it's just a refreshing combination, RC, of and really good for your respiratory system. It has cypress and spruce and 3 varieties of eucalyptus. So if you get a cold or congestion, a sinus congestion or sinus infection, breathing RC in will help move some of that. This is one of those bottom of the shower oils that you want to get in there when it's all really steaming. Put 5 or 6 drops on the shower floor and just stand there and breathe it in. It has a really nice cooling sensation when it's on you, and you can apply it through your chest and throat. You can use it right before you go into an exercise routine, and it will help give you a feeling of deeper breathing and more unobstructed breathing while you are exercising. You can diffuse this. You can put some drops on a wet face cloth and put them, put it over your face to breathe it in. You can make a massage oil out of it by adding it to a few drops of either something like Young Living's massage oil or avocado or almond oil, and use it as a massage oil. Beautiful, beautiful oil blend. And then there's Copaiba. Now, Copaiba is not a blend. It is a single oil. It is from trees in Brazil, and it provides a super calming aroma. It is warm and inviting and just delicious. It's like a hug. It is very good for blemishes. It is extremely good for insect bites and stings. I had a time last summer when I was in Calgary at a dog show, and a woman was walking in front of my RV and stepped on a wasp and had just kind of a panic attack around this sting. And so I got her sitting down, and I got my Copaiba out, and it had a roller ball on it. And so I just had her rolling the Copaiba on the sting, for 5 or 6 minutes, and breathing it in. And it took the sting away. It helped with the venom from the sting. It helped her calm herself down. And one of the reasons why it works so good is because it has the highest amount of beta-caryophyllene of any known essential oil. Now, you might not know what beta-caryophyllene is, but if you use CBD, that's the constituent component in CBD. And Copaiba has more beta-caryophyllene than CBD. So very interesting. This can be applied to your skin, and it is a naturally occurring essential oil, like I said, from Brazil. Then there's Canada's oil, which is Northern Lights Black Spruce. If you've been watching my page, my group at all, you'll know that I have posted a picture of a big vat of black spruce plant material coming out of a distiller, and showing you that harvest was in full bore a month ago in Fort Nelson, British Columbia, which is right near the Yukon border in BC. And this is where Young Living owns the Northern Lights farm and harvests black spruce every year. This oil is intoxicating. It was when I first got my kit, I could not get enough of this oil. I wore it, I smelled it, I put it on my pillow, I diffused it, I had it with me everywhere. It is amazingly grounding. It is amazingly rich smelling. If you've got a man in your life who has a beard, put some of this in his beard wax or his beard oil, because it is powerful and it is amazing. It's beautiful in a good soak in the tub. You can use it in your daily skincare regime. You diffuse it with lavender and cedarwood at night, because it will give you the best sleep you've ever had. It is just an awesome oil, and it's from Canada, which is just amazing. And like I said about the seed to seal, you can drive to Fort Nelson and go visit this farm. You give them some warning and book a time, and they will let you come to the farm and give you a tour, just like all of the corporate-owned farms across the globe. Okay, so here is probably the oil I use the most, because I use it every day in my water. I'm using it in my lavender, lemon, and peppermint rub right now for allergies. I used it on the weekend in a cream cheese icing for a carrot cake. lemon oil is amazing. It is fresh, it is invigorating, it is summer in a bottle. If you are feeling down or blue, the weather's crappy, open lemon and just smell it. It will lift your senses. It will lift you up because it is just so amazing. And, you know, adding it to your water and putting some peppermint in as well is a beautiful, non-toxic, non-chemical way of elevating your water and getting that the goodness of essential oils into your body. You can also use lemon oil to clean things. I got one of my dogs got a whole bunch of sap on his leg and I couldn't get it off. It wouldn't come off in the shower. Lemon oil on a rag, rubbed it into the sap, took a little scrubbing, but off it came. If you've got a goop on a bottle that you're trying, a jar you're trying to get off, lemon will take it off. Lemon is amazing for all kinds of cleaning things. Like it's like all oils. You can diffuse it for uplifting. You can put it in your water. You can inhale it to help reduce the feelings of coughs and colds. And the biggest note, there's two notes that you need to know about lemon. First of all citrus oils can be photosensitive. So if you put them on your body, don't put them somewhere that the sunlight can get at them, because what they basically do is they shorten the time it takes for sunlight to burn you, basically, because they're photosensitive. The other cool fact is that lemon oil and all citrus oils come from peel, not from the fruit and the juice. So the peel has significantly less acid in it than the juice. So putting lemon oil in your water will not harm your tooth enamel. Now, I am not supposed to eat or drink grapefruit because of some blood pressure medication that I'm on. So I did a little digging, and sure enough, grapefruit peel, which is grapefruit essential oil, does not have the same chemical in it that juice does, juice and pulp. So it does not react with my blood pressure medication. So I can have the taste and the smell and the sense of grapefruit in my water, even on my blood pressure medication, which is what I love it. Lemon is also one of those oils that comes in a white label and a colored label so that you know that you can ingest it. And here's the peppermint. So if you have ever gone to the store and bought peppermint oil and it smells like a peppermint candy cane, I'm going to tell you that that's not real peppermint oil, because real peppermint oil does not smell like that. Real peppermint oil does not smell like candy. It smells like peppermint. It smells a little herby, but it has that minty tartness to it. And the stuff that you buy in the store will likely not do anything for you because it's not really peppermint oil. But this peppermint oil, also that comes in a white label, is amazing. So helps with joint and muscle pain. You got some achy knees, rub some peppermint oil on it. I would, to make it go farther, put it in a little bit of massage oil or some avocado or almond oil, just so that you can get more coverage of it. You know, rub it around your hands in the oil and then onto your leg, because then you can use one drop and it will cover your whole knee. It helps with digestive discomfort. Have you ever had a peppermint after dinner? Because your stomach is upset? Well, peppermint oil is the grandfather to all of that candy baloney after a big meal. It's also fantastic if you get car sick or seasick. Just smelling it helps me recover from feeling motion sick. It's amazing. I love it. It also is very helpful with coughs and cold symptoms. Right? And one drop of peppermint can get you like 24 cups of herbal tea, because herbal tea is quite diluted. But what I like to do is a hot lemon and peppermint drink in the wintertime, especially if I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Hot water, drop of peppermint, drop of lemon, a little bit of honey. Delicious and so, so comforting. Okay, so here is the oil that when I got my kit, I didn't like. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the smell of it. It was just, it did not make me all warm and fuzzy, like all the rest of them did. Didn't like it at all. But what I learned over time is that when there's an oil where you don't like the smell, it's because you need that oil. So Digize is an oil blend that is for digestive discomforts. It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli in it. And what you do when you have a really, really upset stomach, or say you've gotten some kind of wicked food poisoning, or any kind of norovirus where you are just in such discomfort, you drop some on your belly button, put some on the bottom of your feet. It will help you, it will help calm your digestive system. Okay. Google those oils that's in it to see how amazing they all are, and to have them all in one place in one bottle. It's like a first aid kit that you could take with you. This is another one, if I was traveling, that I would take with me, just because traveling is a place where a lot of time you do get digestive discomfort because you're eating much, much different food. And there's purification. Another fabulous, fabulous oil. And it does what it says. It purifies the air. It removes unpleasant odors. It helps freshen up laundry, creates a nice, bright atmosphere. I love it in the spring in the RV after the RV sat all winter and it's a little musty. I like diffusing that in there. I use it in my laundry all the time. I use it a lot in the dog, when I'm washing the dog bedding. And it contains lemongrass and citronella. And so it makes a great companion to thieves, which we're going to talk about next, to cleaning your home, because those are just such beautiful, refreshing, and lively scents, and it cleans the air. You can make a nice spray to spray into sports shoes and to sports bags. It's in the dog kennel spray that I have. And one of the best things to do is to pop a couple of drops on your wool dryer balls, because you're getting rid of those dryer sheets, right? You put a couple of drops of purification on your dryer balls, the last 5 minutes of the load, pop those balls in there, and it will provide a beautiful natural fragrance for your laundry without harsh chemicals or synthetic fragrance. And we do really want to be careful about the synthetic fragrance, because companies are not legally required to tell you what's in them. So if it says fragrance on a label, it could mean that there's any number of things in that. They do not have to tell you what's in fragrance. So it helps to clean the air, and it's a wonderful, I have one in the RV, I've got a couple in the laundry room, I have one in each bathroom, because if you have a really stinky bathroom, 1 drop of purification in the toilet water after it's been flushed diffuses into the air, smell's gone. And finally, our last oil in the starter kit is, of course, Thieves, because this is one of the foundational oils for Young Living. It is fantastic for cleaning your house. It is fantastic if you are starting to feel a little sick. Making Thieves tea before bed, it actually helps you sleep. So even if you're not sick, it's a lovely practice to get into before going to bed. It's a sweet and spicy combination. It's got cinnamon and clove and eucalyptus and rosemary and lemon in it. It is the foundation for an entire range of home care products. And it is the oil that can help you clear your house of toxins. You can ditch all of your toxic cleaning products if you have Thieves. And it is probably the most beloved scent of oil combinations that Young Living has. And anytime I talk about Thieves to people, most people know about it, and all people seem to love it. You can use it in your home. If you got a bunch of sick people in your home, diffuse Thieves throughout the house to get rid of all the nasties in the atmosphere. It's great in the shower to inhale in that steam. And like I said, there's a whole line of house cleaning products that help you switch from toxic chemicals to plant-based alternatives. And considering that BC, there was a report a little while ago few months ago, probably in January, that came out that talked about the impact of toxins on the orca population. And the toxins were coming from laundry detergent and soap. So they're having a huge impact on orca. What are they doing to us? Right? We're a lot smaller than orca. Our organs are smaller. They hold things much more. So thieves can help you start to ditch and switch. So that's it for the oils in the kit. But there's a couple other things that you get in the starter kit. Ningxia Red is one of them. And much like thieves, Ningxia Red, foundational product for Young Living. It is a whole body antioxidant nutrient infusion. It is delicious. It helps with sugar cravings. It helps with energy level. It helps with, it's got amino acids in it, so it helps you recover from exercise. The antioxidants help your body fight off the effects of pollution and stress, and it's delicious. My grandson asks for his super juice every single day and would drink it like pop if he was allowed to. It has lemon oil, orange oil, yuzu oil, and tangerine oil. So it tastes like a citrus punch. And you can tell by the bottle, it doesn't look like it's clear, because it's not, because because they use wolfberry in it, and they use the puree of wolfberry, not just the juice. So you get a bit of fiber in there. You get all of the nutrients from the wolfberry because it's a puree, but you also get plum and cherry and blueberry and pomegranate juice in there, all super berries in terms of antioxidant levels. And that means that Ningxia Red has an incredibly high antioxidant rating on the ORAC scale, which is the scale that measures antioxidants. And then the final thing that you get in the starter bundle is Thieves hand sanitizer. This is one of the products that I was telling about that the Thieves oil is in. And this is a Health Canada approved hand sanitizer. It has aloe and vegetable glycerin and kills all the bacteria and germs that you want to be killed on your hands, but it does it using plant-based ingredients. Guess what it uses? It uses peppermint oil. It uses peppermint oil that has been transitioned into something called alcohol denat. And in the majority of commercial hand sanitizers, to get that alcohol denat, they use petroleum products. So it's no wonder your hands dry out, crack, split, bleed, hurt, because you're putting petroleum products on your hands. Incredibly drying. So this plant-based alternative is head and shoulders above using something commercial, big and commercial. So that is an amazing kit. It's life-changing. Once you start really using your kit, you cannot believe all the things that you can do with it. We have other series of DIY recipes that you can use, that oils are used in all the time. Hundreds and hundreds of DIY recipes if you go Googling. So how do you get the best deal on something like this? I know for a lot of people, money's tight right now. But the point about this is that you are just taking money that you're currently spending on some things like household cleaning products, personal care products, antihistamines, nasal sprays, and you're just moving that money to purchasing something that's more plant-based and healthy. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can buy retail, but who the hell wants to pay retail price? Canadians have a great bonus. You become a member at Young Living and you can purchase wholesale, which is 24% off of retail prices, which is a huge benefit right there. When you purchase one of these starter bundles, it's a 100 product value purchase, 100 PV. So it automatically qualifies you for wholesale. Then, if you wanted to purchase this and put it on what we call our loyalty rewards program, which is a subscription program, you would get points back into your account to spend on other things. So, for instance, if you spent, say, $100 and you had the products of $100 on the loyalty rewards, you would get $10 in points back into your account that you could spend on another order. With these kits, they're approximately $190. You get $19 back in. Now, the longer you stay on loyalty rewards, your percentage goes up. So you can actually, I'm up at 25%, which is where it tops out. I've been on for 29 months and I've topped out at 25%. And I've got to tell you that those points add up in a heck of a hurry. And all I'm buying is things like shampoo and house cleaning and laundry and my supplements, things that I would already buy. I'm just transferring the purchase to my Young Living account instead of Superstore because I want the bonus. I don't want Superstore to get it. And as always, with every month, Young Living provides gifts with purchase at 4 different levels. So every month I put out a newsletter and I explain what the gifts with purchase is. So if you hit one of those levels, you get a free oil or a free Thieves product or whatever is that bonus for the month. And you can get up to 4 free bonus items on your order. And the other thing about loyalty orders in Canada, if your loyalty rewards program purchase is before the 5th of every month, you get a $10 credit in your account as well. So the points, because you gained them on loyalty, you can't spend again on a loyalty order, but the dollars, the credit you can. So you could use that $10 off of your next monthly subscription. Now, don't freak out about a subscription being every month because A, you can cancel it at any time. You just have to phone customer service. B, you can change the date that it's processed on every single month. And C, you can change what's in that loyalty order every single month. What I do is as soon as my order is done, it's been charged to my credit card and it's being shipped, I go in and I change my order to what I want for the next month. And it's usually just things that I'm running out of. So Young Living makes it really easy and flexible on the subscription program. Makes it easy to stay on it because you're just transferring your purchasing from Mega Superstore to your Young Living account and reaping the benefits yourself. So that is my presentation for tonight. I hope that you got some really good information out of it. I hope that you got an idea of some oils that you'd love to try. I really hope that you're thinking about this starter bundle because I got to tell you, it is the way to begin. Starter bundles are the best way to begin in this lifestyle because you get enough products to really get a good sense of how to use them and incorporate them into your life. So I got to say that this wellness lifestyle has been such a blessing to me. It has given me purpose. It has given me direction. It has given me hope for my future. And I know that it can give you all kinds of great benefits and bonuses as well. If you have any questions, please pop me a PM, send me an email to hello@newwellnessperspective.com. Give me a call on my phone. You know how to reach me. Come to my Facebook group, New Perspective Oilers, and let's continue the conversation. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the session.